Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the Divination priority list and which units you need to aim for at the start of the game to help you in the mid game and late game and in progression, bossing, PvE, PvP, everywhere. And Divination will be unlocked for you at stage 1240. They decreased it. It was 1540 when the game started, and now it changed. Now the first Divination that you're gonna divine for and the first single divine that you go for will be guaranteed to get you the unit that you go for. So we always recommend at the start, and it will go in the top of our list, which is Bison. Now Bison is the most important unit in the game. It will help you in the early game, mid game and late game. You will bypass many stages. You will have a lot of help in bossing, also in PvP in the game, because he's immortal and you can use him from the start of the game before anybody get the 6 out of 6 for Zangief. Only Iryu can counter him if somebody went immediately for that. Now Bison is a unit that you can use from A rank up to maximum rank. The good point that you need him to go for is double S to unlock his plus 30, which will help you a lot in every content, and it will help you in bossing, it will have you in PvP and PvE. Now 6 out of 6, you might go for it when you triple S him afterwards, but why is the double S so important? Even us at higher stages, when we go for bossing, some bosses stages we want to use him, most likely we use his C1, so we remove his cars so he doesn't explode and use his shadow attack and end up messing up our rotations. So this is why the most important way to use him, or point to use him, and you can go for other Divination and later on you can come back and continue building him, is at double S. Now the second unit that we're gonna say here or talk about is Athlete Chun-Li. Now Athlete Chun-Li is the most broken unit as a support in the game. She's a second DPS for you. If you build her to triple S 6 out of 6, she needs full investment. She will deal insane damage when she's supporting. Even if she's in tag position, she will do her super, which is a sublime attack, and will buff your team with her C1. Absolutely insane unit. She has sustainability at C2, and she's very important in every content in the game, and this is the unit that I'll be going for and maxing out soon. Now let's talk about Sagat. Why Sagat is up there with the most important units. Also, he's a unit that can tank and can survive a lot due to his Emperor. Also, he works at double S. You don't need maximum investment. Bison and Athlete Chun-Li can work at A rank, because Chun-Li at A rank will give you the buffs and will give you the defensive mechanism. But Sagat, you need him at double S at least for him to use his exclusive, and you need to maximize him with fully investment to triple S with the 6 cars, and plus 30 will work perfectly. He's used in PvP, PvE, even in bossing he works. He does good damage, not as the damage dealers that does damage to bossing, but he's near there as a balanced character, as a character that is not a tank. It does insane. Now Trendy Kami, it's the best free-to-play and casual spenders option to go for bossing. She's important. You can use her everywhere, even if you don't have the other units, even if you don't want to run every lineup that we run. Sometimes for this boss we run Viper, for that boss we run Akuma, for other bosses we run Flame Chun. If you want to be consistent and be always in the top 50 and you don't want to run any of other lineup, you can have her on one single lineup. She will give you the best result. She's always good. She's one of the top tier units for bossing, especially for FG Clash. She needs also full investment. With her soul power in the future coming up, she will be even higher in the rank. Now the new unit, Trendy Dalsim, another unit also that you can use, also good for bossing and buffing. He's a great buffer for the Thunder faction or for the Shock users, and for also any other, like for Flame. With Dalsim he works very perfectly. He's a great unit. We tested him, my friends maxed him out, and he improves your Dalsim damage, your Viper damage, your Trendy Kami damage. Insane unit. You can use him everywhere. I'm not saying you should go for him, But if you want to pick somebody from the S category, I would say go for Sagat, at least for your progression. If you're casual spender, if you're paying a little bit more, go for Sagat and Trendy Kami. Then at the end, go for Dalsim. Now, another unit that made it to the list, you can put her as important as these, but I would say it's a little bit lower. She goes with the Immortal team, so if you have Virgil, if you have Bison, and you want to run anybody else with them, you can have her because of her invincibility and her lifesteal that keeps her alive. A very important unit. The point that you want to build her as at least the double S, so you can use her as an assist on other units for life steal, and especially in PvP. We're using her now. She's trending in PvP with on Viper. Every time she deals damage, she life steal, so she's an important unit to have there. Now Summer Ibuki, another unit which is amazing and perfect. You can run her without clicking her. You can start using a C1 and C2. She needs full investment. Of course, she needs full investment. A trigger units are always valuable. She's insane. She deals insane damage. If I build her, I think she will be the best damage dealer in my lineups. I've seen people that built her and neglecting her. Very important unit, and she's well used everywhere. Now Vega, another unit for bossing, insane. In PvP, he's good. He does decent, but he needs a little bit of support. In story mode, sadly, we don't see his usage. You can use him as an assist for story mode on other units. He will deal insane. He will help you a lot. Other than that, he's a great, decent unit for bossing. But if you want to go for bossing, go for the AoE with Trendy Kami. For single target bossing, he does better than Trendy Kami. Of course, with the flame, with the other unit that helps him, like Elfwerty and other units. Very solid unit. Now again, you can put him at A or B, whichever you like. The good point for you that you need, if you do what I do and you want to use him for story mode, for his stuns, for his shadow clone, you can use him. You can put him here at A, but he's not that important. I would say even Rose, Divine Rose, is a little bit more important than him. You need him for his assist mainly. You go for double S and you use his assist. Absolutely insane. It will prevent backline death. You can counter the new Ibuki, and you can counter Viper or Akuma with his clone at least for one turn. So the next unit is Divine Rose. Now Divine Rose, because the meta is shifting for dispelling and debuffing, and she's a good dispeller, she's not that bad, but she needs a lot of investment, and you have better options than her. You need to get her to plus 30 for buffing for bosses, 6 out of 6 cards. She needs full investment for you to use her as a support, a little bit of healing, but you need her only for her plus 30 for cards. That's it. So you can go for double S for her, plus 30 on her cards. Don't do anything else. This is what I recommend her build to be. Now Rose, I'm not gonna put her at B. She, as a character, she's an SS, but for her priority list, you don't need to prioritize her in the divination. Maybe prioritize her more than Jury, but on the priority list, you can buy her from the shop. So buying her from the shop, and early game, there's a lot of events that will give you Rose. You can pick her up from there. So don't go and use your tickets to get Rose. You can slowly build her from the shop, get her at least to SS. She's also another character that works from A rank up to the triple S. So you don't need other than that. Her FS skill, her exclusive will help you a lot in the game, but until you unlock it, you don't need really to have it. Only you need to have her on the lineup. She will help you a lot. Why is she lower than others in the priority list? Because you can obtain her and buy her from the shop. Like for 4 times buying her, you can unlock, or 6 times buying her 6 times from the shop, you get her to SS, and that's the good point, the break point that you want her to have. Use your tickets to summon these units from like Bison, Athlete, Chun-Li, Sagat, even Trendy Kami. Better than going for Rose. Rose is obtainable from the shop. Now Jury, similar to Rose, you don't need even to go for Divination for her. I would say it's kind of a mistake if you go for Divination for her. She doesn't add that much for progression. You need her at SS to start using her exclusive assist, or you need to go full ham on her. She will help you a lot in PvP. She runs in a good team composition with Vega, Akuma, Witch Jury, and her. for bossing. But other than that, you can use her in story. She carries you a little bit, but she needs full max investment. Like you need to max her out with her soul power, with her FS, with her cars, so she works, but she's still obtainable from the shop. Any unit that is obtainable from the shop, don't go for them and use your divination tickets. Talking about limited characters, which character you need to go for full ham on them whenever you start? The first unit you need to go for, if you unlock and you want to go for 2 stars on them, is Goken. Absolute monster, needed everywhere. He's a must-have unit. If you're gonna go to limited banner and get units, it's a must-have to go for Goken, first of all. Secondly, get 1 copy of Eva Ryu, only 1 copy at least, and continue building him to +2. When you get 2 stars on him, then go for Ryu for 2 stars. Then we have Summer Elena. This is not a ranking, this is not a tier list, this is a priority list. Go for Elena, she will help you. Summer Elena will buff you, will cleanse you, and she's gonna be immune to damage when you use her if you go to SS with her. If I want to build her, I go only for SS. If you want to divine for her for plus stars, she's the 3rd unit. Maybe I would say go for Oni and divine for him better than divining for her. I would say she works at SS. You don't need even to go for divination for her. I want to put her here, but because she's that important and broken, and I talked to my friend that they say that her +2 is really good. So Oni is the next one that you need to go. Actually, yeah, if you went for Oni and got Oni and you have Akuma, the first unit that you need to go for the +2 is Oni. He's very important, specifically in bossing AoE. He's good in story mode. He's your carry in story mode in lineups. And in PvP, he does insane. He's not a single target AoE, which make her more dangerous, more lethal. Akuma is the last one for you to go in the for divination for 2 stars. Work on him slowly. He's great. Of course, if you have Akuma, if you're now a late game player, you don't have Oni or Elena and you have Akuma, of course Akuma is the one to go next. Go unit by unit, don't go for everybody at the same time. And yeah, that was the list. Tell me what's your opinion on the divination and on the limited characters that I put here. And if you have better suggestions, better reasoning than we had and we discussed, let me know about it. Yeah, and that's it. That was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.